Hello everyone and welcome po sa ating video na to, no? So sa video na to tuturo po natin sa inyo kung paano po tayo mag-trade using the very basic support and resistance. But bago po tayo, no, pag-usapan natin ng support and resistance, ituturo ko po din sa inyo ang 3 simple steps or process kung paano po tayo magte-trade. So yung proseso po na ito ay tawag po natin dito ay TAE process. So masagwa man po siya pakinggan pero at least hindi po natin siya makakalimutan. So ano po ba yung TAE process na iyan? Okay? So yung TAE process po unang-una is T signifies trend. Okay? So ang ibig po sabihin dito is kailangan natin hanapin yung trend ng isang instrumento na gusto nating i-trade, no? So, ito po yung pinakauna. Ang pangalawa po is area of value. Itong area of value is ito na po yung support and resistance kung saan po tayo mag-e-enter ng trade, okay? At yung pangatlo po is the entry and exit ng trades natin. So, very simple, 3-step, no? Kung paano po tayo mag-trade. So, let's move forward and let's start. So, unang-una po, no? As I have mentioned, kailangan po natin malaman ang trend ng isang instrumento. So, sa sample na ito, we will use the gold instrument as our sample po. Okay? So, ang ginagawa ko dito po, no, is I always go to H4 time frame to look at my trend. Okay? So, pagpasok niyo po sa H4 time frame, most likely po kasi naka-zoom in kayo, I always suggest po na mag-zoom out tayo para makita po natin yung kabuuan ng trend ng isang instrumento. So for this sample, to help you, no, identify the trend, we can use an indicator, no, which is called zigzag. So just go to your navigator tab, indicators, then punta tayo sa example folders, then sa pinakadulo, lalagay po natin yung zigzag. Just left click, drag to your chart and press OK. So ayan po, meron na po tayong indicator. So paano po ba natin basahin ang indicator na to para malaman natin kung ano po yung trend ng isang instrumento? Okay? So dito po, nakikita po natin na meron po tayong parang hagdan paakyat. So ito po yung price structure, no? Pag nakikita po kayo ng ganito, yan po ay uptrend. Okay? Pag nakikita po kayo ng ganyan, you will consider that as your downtrend. Pag nakikita naman po kayo ng ganyan, ang tawag po dyan ay ranging. Alright? Right. So, yan po yung trend natin. Guys, no? So, dito nakikita po natin na yung gold instrument ay paakyat po siya. Gumagawa po siya ng higher high, no? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay? At higher high. Alright? At saka higher low. So, basically, this is a very clear indication that this pair is basically an uptrend. Alright? So, ngayon, dahil uptrend siya, meron tayong conditions na sinusunod. Ano po yung mga conditions sa trend trading? Pag uptrend, we want to buy only. Okay? Pag downtrend naman, we want to sell only. Ito po, very important po to na matandaan natin. And pag ranging naman, no, we want to wait. Okay? For the trend to come up. Alright? So, yan po yung tatlong conditions na dapat natin sundan. Okay? So, na-mention ko kanina, ang una nating step is to look for trends. So, for this gold instrument, using the H4 time frame and the zigzag, we can identify that the trend as of now is uptrend. Right? So, yan. So, meron na tayong uptrend. Alam na natin na for today, we want to buy only. Now, let's move forward to step 2, which is identifying the area of value. Ano po ba ang area of value? Area of value or area of interest is ito po yung mga lugar kung saan tayo magte-trade. Kasi we are expecting na pag pumasok or pag pumunta ang presyo na yan, magkakaroon po siya ng reaksyon sa merkado, no? At favorable po doon sa positions natin. So, how do we identify the area of value? So, for this area of value, we will use the support and resistance strategy. So, ang ginagawa ko po dito is I will go to H1 time frame. Alright? So, zoom out tayo. I zoom in tayo konti. Now, still, using the zigzag indicator, this is how we are going to plot our support and resistance. So, with the recent swing high and swing low, okay, swing high, swing low, dito po natin malalaman kung ano po saan po yung support and resistance. So, dito, pagkalapit po sila, kukunin natin yung pinakailalim. So, what I do here is I go to Insert, Objects, Rectangle. Then po dito po, yung body ng candle sa H1 time frame at saka yung dulo ng wick, yan po yung ginagamit kong support. And you just place an extension. Dito naman sa swing high niya, I go back, Objects, Rectangle, Wick, Body, I extend to the right, and that becomes my support or resistance. Alright? So, let's go back po, ano? Now, dito po as a sample, kung napapansin nyo po, price went down, went up, and went back to our support. Nung pumasok po yung price dito sa support natin, nagkaroon po siya ng rejection at saka reaction at umakyat po doon sa resistance natin. Pagdating naman po sa resistance natin, bumagsak po siya pero hindi po siya tumuloy pababa because there is a strong bullish momentum. Ano po ibig sabihin nun? If you remember, yung trend natin is uptrend. So, ibig sabihin malakas or marami yung buyers ni gold. So, basically, yung momentum niya is paakyat. Hence, binutas niya po yung resistance at tumuloy po siya pataas. So, tandaan po natin, yung resistance po natin, nung binutas siya, nagiging support po yan. So, resistance becomes support. So, ngayon, if you remember again, a while ago, ang sinabi natin, ang conditions natin is that when it is an uptrend, we want to buy only. Tama? So, ang tanong ngayon, saan tayo bibili? Sa letter A, sa area of value. So, sa buy, we want to buy only in support. Okay? And we want to sell at resistance po, no? Ayan. So, yan po yung rules natin sa area of value. So, ngayon, meron na tayong area of value. So, price broke the resistance and came back to our support. So, therefore, this support becomes our area of value. So, all we have to do now is wait for the price to reach the area of value. Alright? Ngayon, okay? So, ngayon, we will move forward to the step 3 because we have already identified our area of value in our step 2. We will proceed now to our step 3, which is the letter E of TAE, which signifies how to enter and how to exit the trade. So, dito po, kung tayo po, ang price po ay pumasok na po dito, no? Let's say, we already entered our buy trade. Okay? So, where do we put our stop loss? Right? So, our stop loss, what you can do is you can place your stop loss doon sa baba ng kandila. Ito pong candle, ano? Pwede po kayong mag-place dyan ng stop loss. Alright? Now, kung gaano man po yan kalayo, let's say 50 pips po yan, right? 50 pips po yan, what you can do is you can place your TP 100 pips above your entry. Okay? We should target at least 1:2 risk and reward ratio. Bakit po very important maglagay ng stop loss because this will help you protect your capital or your profit. And very important po to follow the risk and reward, to have a good risk and reward, because the risk and reward will basically give you the overall profitability of your account. So that composes or that completes our letter E of our TAE on how to trade support and resistance in gold trading. So sana po marami kayong natutunan dito, and I wish you all good luck in your trading journey. Bye everyone, and God bless.